I guess I'm going into the sewers. I wonder how Cornifer's going to be doing in 10 minutes. I can't believe I wasn't even thinking. Exploring a new place usually gets my mind off of this sort of thing, and I actually have 2 of these keys. Where'd I get this other one? And it might also just help to get my mind on anything else. I feel like I had this problem at some other point really recently. Oh yeah, that's right. I have like a 20-year memory gap, don't I? Well, the last time I needed something, it was like, I needed to find the bottom, and I had like this weird call to it, but like, for this 20-year gap, I don't even know where to start. Maybe I head back the way that I came? I don't even know if that would actually help. I guess it's worth a shot. I'll go do that after I'm done with the sewers. I kind of want to figure that out before I relegate myself to the inside of the black egg. God, I don't even want to think about that. Oh, when Sly said this place was lucrative, I thought he meant like there was a lot to sell down here. There's just caches full of money, huh? Okay. After dispatching this creature, the top half begins flying and tries to bite you. And then the bottom half attacks you, and then the bottom half attacks you. Only the worthy may pass. Well, if someone wants to fight me, alright. There seems to be some sort of horrible noise emanating from this crack. And it falls on me to investigate. Hello?
Oh, hello there, little man. How wonderful to have a visitor. I don't get much, but I found I simply don't mind. I'm having an absolutely raucous time. Excuse the indecency of my dwelling, but I suppose I've no reason to keep up appearances.
Oh, you're not infected? Just about everyone else around here is. Why aren't you?
Oh, well, it's very simple. Personal responsibility. You see, I'm the only one who has taken this illness seriously. Oh, all of my old friends said they were doing their part to fight the infection, but I suppose it really was only me who actually cared about getting it under control. When they locked off the city, everyone else simply gave up doing their part, but I was careful. It was up to every single individual to stop this plague, but I clearly am the only one who cares.
Wow, that's a lot of people who don't care.
Oh, you're right. I simply shouldn't speak so ill of them, especially seeing as they've succumbed to such a ghastly fate. Many of them were my friends, you know? Back before, of course. Maybe I shouldn't be so harsh. But then again, who is going to stop me?
Well, I mean, maybe there's something else here, right? Did you do anything around the time the infection started spreading that might have made you immune?
Well, I'm certain it's much less about what I did, and much more about what they didn't, you see. I was very good friends with many of them, and frankly, I found some of them to be eminent liars. Well, in a rhetorical sense, I suppose they didn't tell outright lies as much as they talked a big game when they didn't really believe what they said. For instance, I cannot fathom that they meant all the things they said about the king. A bit of a ghastly man, in my opinion. Sure, they were all gung-ho about the crown while in the courts or in meetings with the king, and that's all fine, it's polite, I do the same. But in private, I never saw the need to. Many of them would go after me for speaking ill of him. But I suppose they can't do that anymore, can you, Marigold?
Wait, you were in meetings with the king?
Well, of course, darling. I am a member of high society, after all, and if you have connections, it's almost expected of you. A bit of a pain, in my opinion, going into a blindingly white room to have someone tell you how to run your own business, a ghastly affair. But it was my duty, and I did it with grace.
I heard getting a meeting with the king was difficult. The Mantis Lord said there'd only been one Mantis that had ever met with him more than once.
Oh, you know how it is with the Mantises, but you're right. You know, I had, and frankly so did a lot of my other colleagues, so I suppose we had this idea that maybe the king shouldn't be the one to make all of the decisions. Have the last word, certainly. He is the king, after all. But that we, as the eminent members of high society, should form a parliament of sorts to sort out what decisions went to the king. You see, he simply didn't have his ear as close to the ground, whereas I would often talk to the workers in my husband's factory. And you know, they say that the poor brought it on themselves, but I've found that isn't true in all cases. Many of them have simply fallen on hard times or are a victim of their circumstances, and you won't hear that sitting in a castle all day, will you? But the reason I brought it up was because we were even thinking of adding members from Deep Nest, or even the Mantis tribes eventually, so that peoples could have a more direct line to the king. Especially seeing as how so many Deep Nesters moved to the City of Tears, it was a very good idea, I thought.
Okay, but, I mean, so far as I can tell, the reason you didn't get infected was that you were careful?
I feel that sums it up quite nicely, yes.
But I haven't been careful, and I'm not infected.
That is odd, isn't it? Maybe you're simply immune. That'd be a wonderful thing to be. Anyway about it, I'm sure you'll find your answer. Now, if you'll excuse me, it has been lovely talking to you, but I simply must get back to it.
All right, I'll leave you to it then.
Toodles!
Well, that's another mystery I'm wondering about. Why are some people not infected? Well, that one's less pressing, because if I go into the black egg, I can just ask the Radiance, I guess. Oh yeah, Cornifer's probably mapping stuff out down here. Yeah, I should not put this off, huh? Hey man.
So, I'm gonna be honest. I would have really preferred you not divulge that information to my wife.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just wasn't thinking.
Well, I'm a little mad at you for that, but I wasn't really thinking when, well, I said the things that she's mad at me for. But I really would have preferred you kept it to yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, what's done is done, I suppose, and I suppose I shouldn't have said those things in the first place. That's, probably why you gave me a hard time about it.
Well, at the time, those questions were genuine, but if it makes you feel any better, I'd probably give you a hard time about it now.
It doesn't, but I get your meaning. I'm gonna need to be a man and face down my mistake.
Yeah, getting introspective about stuff you've done is hard when you screw up, but it's usually a good idea, I think.
Oh, I was more thinking I would let my wife yell at me about it until she isn't mad anymore.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But here's an idea. Maybe if you can tell her that you're sorry about what you did wrong, she'll have less things to mad at you about?
You might be onto something. Any tips on what the particulars of the problems were?
Well, when she talked to me at least... Wait, no, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to tell you.
Worth a shot, I suppose. Want the map?
Yeah, thanks. Good luck with the problems.
You too, little guy.
Well, I started that fight, so I should probably try to fix it. That's gonna be
A new challenger enters the ring. And what could this new challenger be? A stray that got lost from its pack? Or one that has embraced the infection? It doesn't shamble, so it may be a real contender.
I'm actually not infected. It seems like there are a couple of people down here who aren't. Maybe, do you want to, talk about this a little bit?
I heard its voice on the caves. Can it speak? Then it is not a husk. Is it a newly infected? Is it a strong infected? Either way, a great battle no doubt awaits.
It sounds like you're not infected. Maybe we don't need to fight?
It draws into the arena the moth-foot contender, a daring foe, though anyone would be daring to face down the unconquerable defender of the mound!
Okay, that is actually super cool, but I don't think we really need to fight. Honestly, I'd rather just talk.
I cannot have anyone infected in my home. I must keep the grove safe.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not infected. Clear eyes, no memory loss, no rage. I'm good, man.
You may be telling the truth, but I cannot leave the mound undefended. You may be here to steal what is not yours.
Do you mean this smelly is this poop? I have absolutely no need for poop. I'm sorry if you're an enthusiast or something, but if you're a fighting enthusiast, we might have a lot to talk about.
Now that is one thing I do not believe. If you were a fighting enthusiast, why would you not wish to test your mettle against me in this grand arena?
Oh, well, shoot, if it's that kind of fight, sure, dude, let's go.
I may have been too harsh, friend. I must say you've already impressed me with how you've avoided my attacks.
If you ain't big, you gotta be fast, you know?
So I've heard. But what about your offense? Surely you've got some of that to show off.
Well, I found a couple of charms that make my attacks go farther, so I've just been using those.
Oh, you use charms in combat? That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, nobody else seems to use them, but they seem to work for me pretty good.
Most charms have utilitarian uses and aren't for fighting. though you wouldn't be the first to use them in combat.
They seem to work pretty good in a lot of situations.
And if you are going to use that much of your power, I'll use that much of mine! Hwah! Hwah! Hwah!
That's a fun one. Let me show off a little too. Then a little soul for spice.
Oh, you're using soul as well.
Yeah, I've been using it this whole time. I mean, you know, I'm small, so I gotta use everything in my arsenal. But really, my strongest weapon is just making friends with people who don't need to be my enemy.
Just make friends.
Hey? Are you okay? Hello? I'm gonna hit this lever, is that okay? Well, I guess that takes care of some goop. No, I should go check to make sure the guy's okay. Whoa!
My, you sure are a worthy combatant. It's been a long time since I've been defeated. Suppose those infected gnats are making me rusty, eh?
I don't know, you fight pretty dang good.
Well, the truth is, you had me there. You said something that stopped me in my tracks, and that's a valid tactic. And the thing you said makes me think you're the perfect person to take what lies in the grove. So go forth. There is a grove deeper in the sewer, one blocked by acid that you may now pass into.
Oh, the one with the sign?
The very same. What's in there is yours. If you wish to journey through these lands, it may help you. It's been waiting for a warrior like you for a long time.
Alright, yeah, I can get past the sign. That makes a lot more sense now. Wait a second. I know who you are, you're Yzma. Oh shit, you're Yzma of the 5 Great Knights. Wait, where do I know Yzma from aside from that? Wait, if you're Yzma of the 5 Great Knights, was the guy guarding you? Oh my god. I think I need to go, but I am going to take this. Thank you, and I'm sorry about the world's loss of you. Oh, shit. Oh. Thank you, Miss Yzma. This is gonna come in real handy. Hey, so I went into that grove? That was Yzma in there, wasn't it? One of the 5 Great Knights?
Yes, it was. She was a wonderful friend beyond that, and, well, I feel a friend is what she would prefer to be remembered as.
Even so, being one of the 5 Great Knights is a hell of an accomplishment. Are you one of the 5 Great Knights?
When the 5 Great Knights were active, I was but a young man with an unearned amount of confidence and a prickly personality. I cannot say I'm one of the 5 Great Knights, but I did know them. I'd say we were friends, and looking back, what more could I have asked for than their company?
I thought that... Anyway, I hope you don't mind me taking these.
They're yours. Good luck wherever your feet take you.
Thank you.
Oh, one more piece of advice from an old fighter to a young one. Sleep in a bed close to the ones you love. They will give you the warmth to face the cold nights. But keep your punching bag in a room adjacent, so you'll be forced to leave your bed when you wake.
Alright, thanks. I can swim in acid now, but I didn't get that much more money out of the sewers. I guess I keep looking or head back to the Coliseum. Yeah, the arena's probably the safe... I think this might be the spa Sly said the bank lady would go to. I think I might want to say hi to her. I think I might want to see what she's up to. Sly said that she might still have some money on her. You know, in fact, I think I might just be able to convince her to give my money back if I ask her hard enough.
Hello there. Fancy seeing you in this place. It seemed that I was the only one around.
Hey, where's my money?
Well, you see, a lot of the money I'd invested were invested in these things called bonds, which were a bunch of mortgages that gained value as a group, and I seem to have gotten carried away with...
I don't know. What it looks like happened here was you took all my money and went to the spa.
Well, you see, believe you me, I can see how it looks like that, but I can promise you it simply disappeared as the money was not paid back by the mortgage holders, and therefore simply no longer exists. And all the money I did have on me went into the spa, a very exclusive place. I'm surprised you were even let in, though I suppose you were my richest customer?
Yeah, I did make a lot of money, didn't I?
Oh, certainly. I honestly don't know why I didn't expect to see you here. Clearly, this is where you belong.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, and you know what?
What is that, dear?
This place has been shut down for years. There's no cover charge. Anyone can get in. Listen, lady, I'm getting all my money back, so you better start coughing it up a lot faster unless you want to be here all day.
All right. That's all I have on me. I don't have any more.
Okay, then that's enough. You can continue your spa day. This place is free. But let this be a lesson to you.
A lesson in what, pray tell?
Don't swindle people! What? I probably shouldn't have done that. I mean, she's probably gonna be fine, but it just feels really bad. I think I went too far there. It's just that... What? What is that? What is that? Hi, you're not like anyone I've ever seen.
That is because I'm long dead. And if you can see ghosts, I'm sure you're very lucky to have me be the first you see. Most don't know they've died. They don't notice their lack of hunger or fatigue. They simply continue on before dissipating into the dream. I only notice because my practicing was never interrupted.
Oh, so you lived a whole life.
As whole a life as I was going to, I suppose.
Then, can I ask you a question?
Yes, anything.
So, I just got my money back by beating it out of a lady who stole it from me. And at the time before I did, I really wanted to beat it out of her.
I'm guessing you enjoyed taking it back?
I don't know. Maybe not? I don't know if I do now. Usually I try to be really friendly, but I just really wanted to hurt her. Even when I was, like, running around and hitting stuff and claiming I was a murderer, I never really wanted to hurt anything, like, wanted to hurt things. I just thought that that's what I should do. I don't know. Did I do the right thing?
Well, I've always felt a pang of sorrow for petty thieves. They saw the few and difficult paths laid before them and walked down the one they felt would offer the least resistance. They're a victim of circumstance, especially in this new world.
Yeah, I mean, I guess everyone kind of is in that way.
Now that I don't believe. Many of us are, most even, and many of us took different paths, but we all have our own. You're traveling down a different path than your thief, and the thief might not have had that path, but you're both traveling down paths built for you. And you'll notice you're not led by grass and walled off by trees that sprouted from nature. Those paths are made of cobblestone steps and brick walls. The people who I'd say deserve that ire are those who built the paths and erected the walls, so they would not need to share their wide-open courtyards. Those with many paths often have paths that could be opened to anyone they wish, or could do good works to open new paths. But to gain that ability requires selfishness, and through selfishness, they will keep them closed for thousands, blaming each of those thousands for taking the singular path afforded to them. But, well, I suppose there's only so much moral advice you can take from someone who, it's said, pulled a nail on a producer when she wasn't paid for recording a record.
Oh, you tried to kill him?
You're fucking Excuse me. Yes, I did. He said he wasn't going to pay me. I said, oh, yes, you are. I followed him to a restaurant and tried to vaporize him with magic. It wasn't a nail. I shot, and I missed. I'm sorry I didn't get him. I might not be trapped here in the physical realm if I had.
Wait, is there, like, a reason you're here? I'm sorry, it's just you're the first ghost that I've met.
It's fine. Some of us die with some things still undone, questions unanswered, yearnings, or ideals not met. There are countless reasons the thoughts of the dead collect in the physical and manifest into consciousness. We cannot dissipate into the dream until the consciousness is ready, unlike our luckier counterparts.
Well, what are you in for?
Well, for me it's simple. I wish to sing on a stage where all can hear my voice, To stand in front of the bugs of the world and let my name be whispered on the ears of every bug for miles and miles, rather than on this stage in this bathhouse. I'm a draw, sure, but I want to be more. And with the kingdom as dead as I am, I may never see it.
Well, I have this dream nail. Could I help?
I suppose with a dream nail, you could dissipate me into it, charge it a meager amount. I'm not as strong in thought and deed as many others who linger, so you would not get much essence. But it would free me from my unattainable goal. Or you could leave me here, in the hope that maybe one day life will come back to the city and others might hear my voice again.
I think there's some kind of future for this place. Maybe I could be the first to listen before the crowds come in.
That would be lovely. Thank you.